Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? The Beavers will kick it away first. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground. So Alabama's offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Looking to throw on second down. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He's looking to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Looking for a gap. It's Wade. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Pocket starts to collapse. Another incompletion on third down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and made. So Oregon State. We'll try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football. ultimately, games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. They feed him again.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Fires to the right. And he intercepts it. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here comes the offense on first down. Grabs it in the middle.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on third down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the... back in your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Quarterback on the keeper. Bulls his way forward. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Still running at the 40. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He's already got 46 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Feeling some heat. He'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Roy. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pressure. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Polly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick completion on the out. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Beavers will move the sticks.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And the Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. As they... The time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, running back on the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. To the air, it's O'Neal. Got his man down the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He now has 62 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Roy. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Running back searching for a hole. He pushes his way. Carries the ball. Or as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He got it. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rice. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Moves away as he feels pressure. At the 40, there he goes. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Wade. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. There might have led him a little too much. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got him, and they convert. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He caught him. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him in the 2.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been headed toward the end zone, and they knock it get loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. You got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. It's complete to the right. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try the run. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Beaver!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. The give to the tailback. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll give it to him again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? To throw, it's O'Neal. Finds his tight end. And the Beavers get enough for the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
He has 89 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. On second down, looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Got a man.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Rifles it down the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. The Beavers are in the hurry up. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down.
He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw it again. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Can anyone? Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud.
Offense in a split backfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Got it in the middle. It's Roy. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That one.
And the Beavers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Touchdown, Beaver! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Oregon State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the ball is picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Offense set on 1st down. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the back. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can.
Here comes that Alabama offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close. Going up top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start.